Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Oaths and Vows, Volume 8, Book 78, number 618698. Volume 8, Book 78, number 618. Narrated by Aisha. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq had never broken his oaths till Allah revealed the expiation for the oaths. Then he said, "If I take an oath to do something and later on I find something else better than the first one, then I do what is better and make expiation for my oath." Volume 8, Book 78, number 619. Narrated by Abdur Rahman bin Samura. The Prophet said, "O Abdur Rahman bin Samura, do not seek to be a ruler, because if you are given authority for it, then you will be held responsible for it. But if you are given it without asking for it, then you will be helped in it, by Allah. And whenever you take an oath to do something and later you find that something else is better than the first, then do the better one and make expiation for your oath." Volume 8, Book 78, number 620. Narrated by Abu Musa. I went to the Prophet along with a group of al-Ashariyan in order to request him to provide us with mounts. He said, "By Allah, I will not provide you with mounts and I haven't got anything to mount you on." Then we stayed there as long as Allah wished us to stay. And then 3 very nice-looking she-camels were brought to him and he made us ride them. When we left, we, or some of us, said, "By Allah, we will not be blessed," as we came to the Prophet asking him for mounts, and he swore that he would not give us any mounts, but then he did give us. So let us go back to the Prophet and remind him of his oath. When we returned to him, and reminded him of the fact, he said, "I did not give you mounts, but it is Allah who gave you. By Allah, Allah willing, if I ever take an oath to do something and then I find something else than the first, I will make expiation for my oath and do the thing which is better, or do something which is better and give the expiation for my oath." Volume 8, Book 78, number 621. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "We, Muslims, are the last in the world, but will be foremost on the day of resurrection." Allah's Apostle also said, "By Allah, if any one of you insists on fulfilling an oath by which he may harm his family, he commits a greater sin in Allah's sight than that of dissolving his oath and making expiation for it." Volume 8, Book 78, number 622. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, "Anyone who takes an oath through which his family may be harmed, and insists on keeping it, he surely commits a sin greater than that of dissolving his oath. He should rather compensate for that oath by making expiation." Volume 8, Book 78, number 623. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Allah's Apostle sent an army detachment and made Usama bin Zaid its commander. Some people criticized, spoke badly of Usama's leadership. So Allah's Apostle got up saying, "If you people are criticizing Usama's leadership, you have already criticized the leadership of his father before. But wa amullah, i.e., by Allah, he, i.e. Zaid, deserved the leadership, and he was one of the most beloved persons to me, and now this, his son Usama, is one of the dearest persons to me after him." See Hadith number 745, Volume 5. Volume 8, Book 78, number 624. Narrated by Ibn Umar. The oath of the Prophet used to be, "No, by him who turns the hearts." Volume 8, Book 78, number 625. Narrated by Jabir bin Samurah, the Prophet said, "If Caesar is ruined, there will be no Caesar after him. And if Khosrau is ruined, there will be no Khosrau after him. And, by him in whose hand my soul is, surely you will spend their treasures in Allah's cause." Volume 8, Book 78, number 626. Narrated by Abu Hurairah, Allah's Apostle said, "If Khosrau is ruined, there will be no Khosrau after him. And if Caesar is ruined, there will be no Caesar after him. By him in whose hand Muhammad's soul is, surely you will spend their treasures in Allah's cause." Volume 8, Book 78, number 627. Narrated by Aisha, the Prophet said, "O followers of Muhammad, by Allah, if you knew what I know, you would weep much and laugh little." Volume 8, Book 78, number 628. Narrated by Abdullah bin Hisham, we were with the Prophet and he was holding the hand of Umar bin al-Khattab. Umar said to him, "O Allah's Apostle, you are dearer to me than everything except my own self." The Prophet said, "No, by him in whose hand my soul is, you will not have complete faith, till I am dearer to you than your own self." Then, Umar said to him, "However, now, by Allah, you are dearer to me than my own self." The Prophet said, "Now, O Umar, now you are a believer." Volume 8, Book 78, number 629. Narrated by Abu Hurairah and Zayd bin Khalid, two men had a dispute in the presence of Allah's Apostle. One of them said, "O Allah's Apostle, judge between us according to Allah's laws." The other, who was wiser, said, "Yes, O Allah's Apostle. Judge between us according to Allah's laws and allow me to speak." The Prophet said, "Speak." He said, "My son was a laborer serving this person, and he committed illegal sexual intercourse with his wife. The people said that my son is to be stoned to death, but I ransomed him with 100 sheep and a slave girl. Then I asked the learned people, who informed me that my son should receive 100 lashes and will be exiled for 1 year, and stoning will be the lot for the man's wife." Allah's Apostle said, "Indeed, by him in whose hand my soul is, I will judge between you according to Allah's laws. As for your sheep and slave girl, they are to be returned to you." Then he scourged his son 100 lashes and exiled him for 1 year. Then Unay al-Aslami was ordered to go to the wife of the second man, and if she confessed the crime, then stone her to death. She did confess, so he stoned her to death. Volume 8, Book 78, number 630. Narrated by Abu Bakr, the Prophet said, "Do you think if the tribes of Aslam, Gifar, Muzayna and Juhayna are better than the tribes of Taman, Amir bin Sazar, Gatvan and Asad, they, the second group, are despairing and losing?" They, the Prophet's companions, said, "Yes, they are." He said, "By him in whose hand my soul is, they, the first group, are better than him, the second group."